The last number of years, I've been basically, since Nebraska Christian, when I came back from Nebraska Christian, the former headmaster, Brian Matarelli, who's now gone and he's now out in Arizona, he was in Hong Kong, but he was headmaster of Ben Lippen for 5 or 6 years. He immediately called me, come and help us rebuild our international program. Because with international programs, unless you're with it and on top of it, they will dissipate. And so I actually worked for Ben Lippen for 2 years, from 06 to 08, and I just recruited students for them and helped build their program back up to almost 80 internationals. But then I decided to go on my own, and that's when CASA really started, Creative Alternatives for Study Abroad. And I went out to Southside Christian, and that's our major school. Right now we have 18 Chinese kids at Southside Christian. I've been to Savannah, Georgia. I mean, schools really all over. Now we work with First Presbyterian Day School in Macon. We work with the school in Lawrence. I worked with the school in Savannah, New Hampshire. We're trying to work with a couple of schools in California, but right now we have about 25 schools. And about a year ago, I tried to retire. It's hard to pull away. Andy is really fluent in Mandarin, and he has 2 million followers on what they call Douyin, which is their TikTok. So I've been in China. This doesn't happen all the time, but it happens several times. I was flying from Seoul, Korea to Beijing, and when we landed, a guy tapped me on the shoulder, a Chinese guy, said, "Are you Andy's father?" That happens a lot. I mean, not that particular thing, but we had a couple of flight attendants registering us for a flight, and they were smiling, and they had seen Andy on these videos. So John is rising in the banking community, and he is, talk about our kids and grandkids. We have Andy and Kim have 5, and John and Hannah have 4, and Emily just had her little guy is a delight. So we get to spend more time with the grandkids. But I still go to China twice a year. I'm slowing down. I think I'll go again, but I don't think I'll have many more times to go. There's still a desire to come to Christian schools, and we're finding more Christians are coming. And it seems like Christian families really want to get their kids here. Emily's living in North Carolina. John's still in Columbia. Generally, I guess to summarize things, I would say that I feel like the Lord has blessed me beyond what I could have anticipated or hoped for or dreamed about, that He's protected me from things that I don't know why He did, but given us grandchildren and my dear wife Kathy, and it's been a great life. I'm 82. I wanted to get this done. I am grateful because not only for my parents, but I have an older brother and sister-in-law who found my wife for me. What can I say? And I have a younger brother who's got married late in life, and he's the most generous guy I know. When the Chinese boy drowned, he sent to Ben Lippen $20,000 just to help us with the expenses. And he just paid for 70 of the Edgren clan to fly out to Seattle to be with my older brother and his wife at their retreat center. So I'm surrounded by these gifted, generous people. So I look back at my life, and I remember when James Dobson, when he was about to turn 70 and I was maybe 65, and he said, "Hey, God's promised us 70. And I thought at the time, well, I better get ready. And here I am at 82, and I'm slowing down. And some days I barely remember my own name. And sometimes I'll want to introduce somebody to somebody else, and I know those people extremely well, but the name will escape me. And these things happen with older age. But I feel like I could not have been raised in a better family. To be raised in the Chicago area with Moody and Wheaton and all those great influences, and to be blessed with Kathy and 3 kids and grandkids, it's been really wonderful. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him. He'll direct your path. And I've not been the greatest Christian all my life, but God has been the greatest God all my life. And I'm just grateful that He's been so merciful to our family all these years.